What up, ice cream cones? No homo, we smoking penises here. Giving you an analytical episode of jbostTV. Okay. If you are not aware, solo artist Pink Guy, aka Filthy Frank, aka George Miller, aka who cares anymore? Controversial solo artist George Miller has released an album under the persona of Pink Guy. After the debut of Pink Guy, he has come out with that which is known as Pink Season. And today I will be giving you a review of sorts of said album. A lot of anticipation has been building around this thing for quite some time. The name of the game with Pink Season is, while you are listening, how long does it take before you fucking kill yourself? I was kind of worried, if I'm gonna be completely honest. I was worried that the type of humor wouldn't transcend to Pink Season, because there's a certain like comparing to the quote unquote singles, which is what we will call them at this moment in time, comparing to the singles, which are Fried Noodles, Trap Dumplings, or STFU. They were of a different level than what the previous album was. The previous album is just fucking vile, filthy, degrading bullshit, and I was worried that Frank Miller wouldn't stay to this. I was afraid that he was gonna kind of transcend to this more serious artist, which is the wrong way to put it. But I was just worried that it was all going to be very highly produced stuff, and that is not the case. It is still, I don't want to say it's as low produced, because there is definitely some quality throughout this thing. He has definitely increased his musical ability and his ability to make beats and slap that fire, as some would say. It's the same species. That's what I'll say. This is definitely the same species. So if you listen to Pink Guy and you like Pink Guy, then you'll probably love Pink Season, because he really does a good job of developing in some parts, but staying true to kind of the colors that he is. I'm a little sad that there isn't as much character work, and maybe it's just the fact that I'm very stupid, but Santa's Brother with My Dick Pays Rent. Dick Pays Rent is like my favorite fucking song. Just like the way that fucking shit goes, and it just like you're fucking vibing to that beat, and that shit just makes you go fucking retarded.
Bitches can't handle my shit, and they get really excited when they see my dick.
And there really isn't anything that good. And maybe it's just the fact that the similar quote unquote tracks I've just listened to so much that it's just not really as impactful. And he really kind of hits hard on a lot of these social topics. You know, there's definitely a lot of social commentary involved in Pink Season. Only with the power of Pepsi will I be able to get through this review. This is not an ad. With tracks like Shut the Fuck Up, he really kind of embraces the social anxiety that he kind of deals with on a day-to-day basis, and in turn kind of pushes it out of him with rage and anger toward everybody else. He definitely has this honing in on mocking the current hip-hop trends of, you know, overly sexualizing females to suppress the homophobia within themselves. With songs like Nickelodeon Girls and Dora the Explorer, he's really exploring. That's a funny joke, but he's really kind of stepping into this idea that the changing of television and how he's not able to adapt to it, and basically just the generational gap that he's experiencing. And he is also showing that generational gap in I Will Get a Vasectomy, you know, dealing with the fact that the edgy humor that these little youngsters are copying are really just kind of getting on his fucking nerves. And I think it's really, what he doesn't really seem to mention, but I think what he's trying to get to the point is that it's not that this generation is more stupid than the prior. It's the fact that we're able to see it more. Just like, as Will Smith said, people are not getting more racist. Racism isn't becoming more of a problem. It's just being recorded more. It's just the fact that with things like the internet and things with us being so connected with the rest of the world, we're able to see so much more of what's going on. You know, From animal rights to everything else that's within this album, it's really just kind of a social commentary treat. You really kind of, it's almost like a slice. It's just a slice of culture. And this can be seen in tracks like Meme Machine. And now we all know that memes are memetics. And memetics is the study of a social interaction or whatever. Basically, it's the spread of culture. And that's exactly what this is. You know, it's really just kind of taking a tongue-in-cheek approach at everything that is either wrong or right with the world around us. I think the track listing could be reworked a little bit. The record doesn't end with a bang. It ends with a subpar Goofy skit, which contextually it was funny, but the impersonations could have been worked on. And the last track, it's just kind of fucking lame. Like, you know, I understand, I get the fucking purpose behind it, but you really kind of want to end your record with a fucking pop. Pink Guy really explores this trap genre, and he introduces all of these new elements, such as acoustic trap, or country track, or what other would known as redneck trap. You know, with Shut the Fuck Up, you really get this acoustic vibe with these really hard-hitting beats. And with other tracks such as Donald Trump or White is Right, we really get this hard southern roots trap music, and it's really almost just a development of the sound, which is rather interesting and pleasing to the ears. I think the only thing that I could ask of it is I wish it was just a little bit more smart with how it approached it, but it kind of took the extreme approach to kind of put it in absurdist light. You know, if it looks absurd, then you kind of debunk the entirety of racism. What's incredibly strange is there's a Joji track in this album. It's the We Fall Again, and it's kind of at this midpoint where everything after really kind of has this emphasis on strings. And it's I'm not saying that it's bad. It's more that it's more like I find myself asking, why is this on here? And it's a funny observation that everything afterwards really kind of has a emphasis on stringed instruments like the ukulele and the guitar. And it even, there's with the track Help, which has this very familiar chord progression on the ukulele, which reminds me of that one song by Noah and the Whale, which goes, oh well, in 5 years time I'll be walking around the zoo with the sun sounding down over me and you, and there'll be love in the body with the earrings too, up on my head on your eyes with your peace, and I'll be fun. It's a very, very similar sound and style. It's just got that upbeat feel, but I definitely prefer the self-deprecation that Joji has emulated in this song, because it really kind of creates this paradox of a sound, and it's something that I rather enjoy. If there is anything that I am wanting from this album that's not already demonstrated, it's really just kind of this narrative. This narrative that George has been building within the Filthy Frank universe. I really would have liked to see that within this album. I would really like to see this be the journey of Pink Guy trying to find Filthy Frank. It probably would have taken a lot more work and a lot more things to be done, but it would have been really interesting. I think it would have made this album just a hard-hitting, just mind-boggler. With Pink Guy and with the music that George Miller makes, especially under the persona of Pink Guy, it really kind of takes a certain level of intelligence to truly appreciate and to truly grasp what is going on. You really need to have a brain on your fucking head to dig these beats. You know, to really vibe with this music, you gotta be of the top percentile of IQ points. That's just plain fact. If you didn't know, guys and gals, don't want to get caught with my dick out. And, you know, with that track, I got a small dick, I mean, hashtag fucking relatable. You know, especially with the line like, it was, I don't know, something like, you know, my dick's 7 inches, but you can only pleasure your bitch with 9. That's my fucking life. So with tackling all of these huge social issues, you know, racism, homophobia, feminism, animal rights, everything, is this album does it meet expectations? What does it rate? Well, let's tally up those total points. we're going to give it a plus 5,000 points for being a stellar trap music record and really industrializing the music that has come to be and kind of redefining it in certain ways. Plus 2,000 points for almost being a Beyonce drop. I mean, yeah, he's been teasing it for so long, but boom, wake up today and oh my God, I got 35 tracks in an hour and almost an hour and a half of music to be listening to. Plus 2 points for a nice aesthetic. It's got a nice pink aesthetic. I can really dig it. Minus 400 points for a lack of a narrative. Add 2 million points for it being George Miller, and I'll suck that motherfucker's dick. Minus Wario points for a bad track listing. Reorganize that shit, nigga. And minus pi points for not having too many alternative characters. And what's that total, boys? What's that total, ladies and gentlemen? Well, it's a big dick out of 4, ladies and gentlemen. That's the review. That's what I'm rating it, and I'm gonna stick with that. I really thought long and hard about it. But I highly recommend this record. If you know how to fucking laugh, I think you'll dig it. I think you'll enjoy it. This has been my satirical review of a piece of shit. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, I post weekly. That's pretty cool. I'm still a little sick, and I kind of just got off work and decided to do this. So I'm sorry if it's not to the standard that you fans of Filthy Frank and fans of jbostTV would like. I'm trying my hardest, ladies and gentlemen, just trying to get views. If you dug it, I don't fucking care. This is the end. I will see you guys later.
Give me a slice of that pussy pie.